by, with the Holly Tone, young Anthony Gato. Our special guest for tonight, Matty Matlock, Stan Kenton, and starring the big, good-natured grandfather to the whole wonderful gang, Russ Bergen.
Well, I can tell you one thing right now. After looking at this show and all the stuff they have crammed into a little half hour, if I sit here beating my chops, folks, we're not going to make it, so let's get down to music. Getting down to music takes me to way back, many years ago, before these kids' fathers and mothers met. And yours truly was driving a mule in the coal mines in Pennsylvania. Two fellows came up with a terrific tune called Way Back Home in Indiana. And the boys have a terrific arrangement of it, and I can't think of a nicer way to start the show. Now let's take a minute for some friends of ours to sell a few goods so that we can afford to continue with this series. We'll be back in a moment with the three lovely Hollytones, Tom, Dick, and Harry. No, wait a minute, that's the boyfriends' names. Their names are really Diana, Pamela, and Joyce. Be back in a moment. Hollytones, Diana, Pamela, and Joyce Barrett. They're really and truly cousins. Their ages are 13, 14, and 15. Or did they say 14, 15, and 13? No matter. What does matter is that they're beautiful and they have lovely voices. They have a wonderful arrangement of a tune called May You Always. They'd like you to hear it.
Sunshine, slumber warm when night winds blow. May you always live with laughter, for a smile becomes you so. May good fortune find your doorway. May the moon bright
Some years back, a composer by the name of Earl Hagen sat himself down at the piano and came up with a very wonderful instrumental composition under the name of the Harlem Nocturne. The famous Duke Ellington and some of his boys got a hold of this tune and, well, naturally, from that minute on, it became a jazz classic. Harlem Nocturne is not an easy number to play, folks. It's difficult for an old, dyed-in-the-wool, paid-up union member even. But tonight, in line with our trying to get you folks a little better acquainted with the boys in the band, we've asked our reed man, Bobby Crosby, who is 12 years old, to come down here with his axe, or as we call it, his wooden iron cello, or as you might call it, his tenor sax, and give us a couple of minutes of this great tune. Here he is, Bobby Crosby and Harlem Nocturne. Little Bobby Crosby is not related at all in any way to the rich Crosbys of golfing fame. But to at least, and with at least one of those Crosbys, he has something in common, and that is he's a Dixie man at heart. Speaking of Dixie, when Bob Crosby, that's the band leader, started the famous Bobcats several years ago, he had a clarinet man in the band that, in the language of musicians, was a real gasser. Or better yet, a real nutty man with the ebony. His name's Matty Matlock, folks, and he's here tonight sitting in with the Dixieland Small Fry. I want you to meet him. Here he is, the head man of the Paducah Patrol, Matty Matlock. Matty, you've given the kids a real thrill coming on here tonight. You know, there'll be no holding them, what with you and Stan Kenton on the same program with them. Man, this thing is getting bigger than Como.
A lot noisier.
Oh, yes.
But I don't know whether you can see it on my frozen kisser, but I'm real proud to be on the show.
Good. Well, Matty, around here, the longer we yak, the shorter we play.
True.
We don't want that to happen. So, Matty is going to join Bobby Crosby on the clarinet. Now, wait a minute, that don't make sense, does it? No, that can't be. Matty's going to play his clarinet, Bobby's going to play his clarinet. They're going to share the honors on Matty's own arrangement of a terrific tune called Do You Know What It Means to Miss New Orleans? And I want you to pay a lot of attention to this, folks, because this is where the far out gets real close in. Matty, you please. you've ever watched the Dixieland Small Fry show before, then you must know that this dreamy little doll is Miss Pamela Barrett. She is the teenage tantalizer that stands in the middle of the three lovely holly tones. She is also our girl singer, as we say in the band business. Pam, what are you going to sing tonight, honey?
Well, Mr. Morgan, I thought...
Mr. Morgan, now, just a second. Just because a guy gets a couple of gray hairs, you don't have to come on with that Mr. Morgan stuff.
Okay, Uncle Will. Last week you liked that Judy Garland song so well. I found another one that I thought you might like.
Oh?
It's about a girl who's too old to play with toys and too young to go with boys.
Pam, that isn't the story of your life, is it?
Well, not lately, no.
Good, that's a break for the boys. What is the name of the tune, honey?
It's called In Between, and I sure hope you like it because I like to sing it.
Well, you go over there, Pam, and get in between the scenery, and I'm sure we'll all just love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Pamela Barrett singing In Between. And you know, I have two teenage daughters at home. You can take my word for it, folks, that this song really tells their sad, sad story.
15,000 times a day, I hear a voice within me say, hide yourself behind a screen. You shouldn't be heard, you shouldn't be seen. You're just an awful in-between. I'm past the stage of doll and carriage. I'm not the age to think of marriage. I'm too old for toys and too young for boys. I'm just an in-between. I'm not a child. All children bore me. I'm not grown up. Grown-ups ignore me, and in every sense, I'm just on a fence. I'm just an in-between. I'll be glad when Mama lets me go to dances and have romances. I'll be glad to have a party dress that touches the floor, a dress that boys will adore. I'm sick and tired of bedtime stories. I'm so inspired by love and glories, but I guess it's no use. I still get Mother Goose. I'm just an in-between. My dad says I should bother more about my lack of grammar. The only thing that bothers me is my lack of glamour. Why, if I could use a lipstick and a powder puff, who knows, I might be garbled in the rough. It's such an imposition for a girl who's got ambition to be an
I guess nobody in the world who likes wonderful modern jazz could miss identifying that music and the man who plays it. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest star, Stan Kenton.
Russ, will you do me a big favor? And I might say do the audience one, too.
Anytime, Stan, anytime.
Will you spare them my biography?
Oh, now, wait a minute, Stan. That's asking too much. As a matter of fact, your biography is too much. We got to spill a little of it, you know, like telling the folks that you're the undisputed king of the progressive jazz man.
Undisputed maybe in this room, but outside it's a different story, right?
No. Anywhere, Stan. If you hear a dull thud, folks, it'll be Stan Kenton's eyelashes dropping modestly. But the man is the guy who started the whole thing. He created the whole scene, in the Rendezvous Ballroom down in Balboa, California in the 1940s. When you go down the long list of great jazz men around today, you'll find that most of them started with Stan Kenton. That's for sure. Guys like Shorty Rogers, a great trumpet player. Shelley Mann, one of the best of all the jazz drummers. Then there was Art Pepper, right? Yeah. And Stan Getz, and a little singer named June Christie. That's only part of the list, folks.
Okay, Russ, let's not put any quotas on it.
Well, the whole purpose, Stan, is for me to brag about you a little, because the kids and I are thrilled to death that you broke into your busy schedule, flew all the way from San Francisco down here just to spend a few minutes with us.
You know, Russ, let me tell you, I'm the one that's thrilled, because after working with these kids during rehearsal, I'm sure that about 15 new jazz stars are coming right out of this group.
Make it 14. I've had my chance. But anyway, Stan, let's get you busy at the piano with a little George Gershwin. I'll go round up Tony Gato. We'll let this little boy have the thrill of his young life a little later, singing to a Kenton accompaniment. Right?
Russ, you know what we've chosen? Speaking rather about of Gershwin.
Yeah.
The small fry and I have picked wonderful.
Good, wonderful.
Look out, fellas. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is Tony Gato, the biggest little singer in the whole world.
Hi, Tony. Nice to meet you, Tony. You know, when you told me you had a crush on about 12.5 kids, Russ, I didn't know what you were talking about until I heard them, but you can add me to the fan club, too. You know, Tony and I have worked out something quite unusual on Stardust. How about it, Tony?
Yeah, but I feel kind of short.
Oh, he can do something about that.
Oh, yeah, I'm strong as an ox and look like one. Why did they have to pick the tallest piano in the world? You know something, Tony? You're the only lad in the whole world that can follow Polly Bergen sitting on the piano.
And now the purple dust of twilight time steals across the meadows of my heart. High up in the sky, the little stars climb, always reminding me that we're apart. You'll wander down the lane and far away, leaving me a song that will not die. Love
so much fun on this program, I think I'd gladly pay to be on it. That union man is around here. I won't be on it at all. Folks, we'll be back in a moment with a very special song. Don't go away now. Here are the three Holly Tones, together with the Dixieland Small Fry, Matty Matlock, Stan Kenton, and yours truly, to do one of the most beautiful spirituals ever written, entitled, I'll Never Be Lonely.
I'll never be lonely again, never again, for I have opened my heart's door to Him. So I'll brush away the tears and forget my foolish fears. I'll never be lonely again, never again. Lonely days and lonely nights filled with despair caused me to long for someone to care. Then I heard Christ say to me, this promise I made.
Dixieland Small Fry show for tonight, folks. On behalf of all the kids, I'd like to thank Matty Matlock, Stan Kenton for appearing with us tonight and for showing our youngsters a real great time, giving them a big treat. We've had a lot of fun making what we hope was a lot of fun for you. Be with us again next week when more of music's great jazz and Dixie men will stop by to play along with the Dixieland Small Fry. And now, once again, from all of us to all of you, God bless you.